It's not just another day in your life. Things are changing for the better. At Comcast, we see those changes, and we're thinking about how we use technology today to live, work, learn, and play. And we're building for the future now, so we're better prepared for the wants and needs of tomorrow. That's why Comcast is rolling out multi-gig internet speeds to more than 50 million homes and businesses before the end of 2025, making our already industry-leading network even faster, smarter, greener, and more reliable. Over the decades, Comcast has been your partner, working hard to serve your community, and will continue to be your partner. We're expanding our gigabits so you can enjoy the tiny bits that matter most.
I'm Brandon Jones, host of the Teen Mental Health podcast, It Is Not Your Fault.
And I'm Lambert Fisher, family therapist and host of the Diversity Dude podcast.
We're not always going to be all right, and that's what makes us human. Often, when we're in pain or even thinking of suicide, we may not want others to know, but you'll feel better if you talk to someone, and you can do that safely and anonymously.
We can recognize when loved ones are not okay. They bottle up, they isolate, they're angry.
That's why we want you to know about 988, Minnesota Lifeline, for someone you're worried about or even yourself.
Anyone with an emotional or mental health related need can call, chat, or text 988 for free, confidential support. You can connect with 988 to discuss difficulty with money, relationships, anxiety, your job, concerns about drug or alcohol use, grief support, figuring out your identity, and more.
You don't even have to identify yourself or the person you're calling about, and no insurance is needed.
988 is available 24/7 year-round and can interpret in more than 200 languages.
So take a brave step. Call or text 988.
Or chat at 988lifeline.org. You don't have to do this alone.
You want a healthier lifestyle, but how do you get started? Then stick with it. By listening to the Fitness Revolution podcast with Shay Sandifer, of course. Your journey to greater well-being starts now.
Hello, everyone. It's Coach Shay here with Fitness Revolution. It is the end of summer. It is hot. It is happening. Things are moving and grooving before we head into fall and all the kids go back to school. So with that being said, I'm back on the groove of things with my new husband. And what does that mean? That we sweat together, we stay together, right? So workouts are a huge, important part of our lives. And even us over the summer kind of slacked as we were getting married and just kind of not moving as much. We were working out a ton to get to that finish line, which was our wedding. And then it was kind of like honeymoon and fun and all this stuff. So we are back in the gym. We are back walking, lifting weights, and moving, right? So that's a key thing, right, on this one. It's like couples who train together stay together, they say, right? That's the question, right? So training with your partner is a fantastic way to build happiness and create a close bond with your significant other, which we love to do. Today we did a simple workout. We did sauna, which is great to release those negative toxins. And then we were on the treadmill and did that for, like 30 minutes and did stretch. So we had a good hour plus workout that was not over, strenuous, but at the same time, very effective. And I think it's like killing two birds with one stone, right? Hang out with your best buddy and get it. So I have some great options of things that we've done or that we're going to continue to do as we move on to the next step, which is now we've got this, we're still in shape. Let's keep it going as we move into the holidays. So my favorite thing to do and his is lift weights. So we love weightlifting. It's the best way to lose body fat and to improve muscle mass, right? As an ex-bodybuilder, that was my thing for many years when I competed. Lifting weights, it's I would say the most, for me, it was relaxing to get in there and lift and just kind of feel this strength and power of everything you're going through and to be able to leave it on the floor right there. So we like dumbbells, kettlebells, weighted balls, free weights. So, and then always you can do a machine and do switch off, which is great for couples. And best part, cheer your partner on. Next thing is yoga classes. So my husband is not flexible, not at all, y'all. So I'm pretty flexible. We've done quite a few yoga classes. So he likes more of the slower ones that, are stretch a lot and are like 30 minutes long, where I like the fast pace that have the hit in there that are like 45 minutes. So we have a happy medium. We've gone to both. But I think it's a great way to just breathe, right? How can you breathe together? That's it, yoga. So if you're having some difficulties of how maybe you're coming together, take a yoga class. It's going to help, right? And the physical and mental, you can't beat it. So something we haven't done, I've done, but he hasn't done, is hiking together. But we've talked about it. And I think if we go on vacation, we might do some hiking sometimes. But the biggest thing is we love being outdoors. So I think if you think that like, okay, we don't like the weights, we don't like to be inside, hiking is a great way to move with your partner and get outside. Obviously, the next thing is my favorite, working out in parks, right? That's how I got started with jamming in the parks, right? We started off with the DJ and live fitness and out there together. So to this day, we every Saturday at the farmers market, we have live fitness right there in the parks with different instructors doing circuit training, all that stuff. So you don't even need equipment. That's the best part about working out at parks. You can use everything. You can do push-ups, you can do squats, you can do planks, burpees. Burpees are my favorite, which everyone knows. And you're never going to be bored because there's always something to do outside. So get into that body weight circuit in the park. Run together. So neither one of us are runners, but we're runners in different ways. So Chris loves basketball. So he is always on the court running like that. And he likes to do sprints on treadmills. So we like to do sprints like that way. So that's more of our running. But if long distance running is your thing, go for it. It's a great cardiovascular workout. Highly recommend it. Burns calories and improves your joint strength. It can be a little strenuous, but I think it's great. And you can do it inside or out. So this is the one now that everyone loves, right? So it's tennis or pickleball, right? We don't do either. We said we might try it, but I know it's been really fun for a lot of couples I've heard, and to just play and that back and forth. But obviously, as we know, it's a great workout. You're going to continually burn those calories, and it's something you can do together. Cycling. Now, we just said this. So we both have bikes, but we don't use them. So we're like, we need to get new bikes together so we can do this, because we actually do like outdoor biking, and also a cycling class. So the cycling classes are everywhere, right? Whether you're your local gym or your local community center, there's always some type of cycling. It's an ideal way to explore outside and visit maybe your favorite waterfall or go get something to eat while you're working out. So I highly recommend doing that. And if you're like, oh, bikes are so expensive, go to like a secondhand store and they'll get that and they'll tune it up for you. So just got my daughter a bike. Pools. Love my pool. We have a pool at our place. And the best, I always feel, if you're suffering from any injury, so like say someone lifted too much and you're like, we just can't lift right now, this is a great way. Get in that water and move, right? You can postpone the heavy lifting, but you can keep moving, right? It engages so many major muscles, and just the movement of the water, and it's non-weight bearing. So I think that's always great. So if you have a sciatic issue or muscle tension, definitely get in the water and do that. There's a lot of great classes at a lot of gyms too that you use weights with it that are lightweight for your body. My favorite, kickboxing. So everyone knows that's my jam. That's where I started, was the cardio kickboxing, right? And whether you're doing cardio kickboxing or actual kickboxing, great way to get in shape with boxing. When I was training for my bodybuilding competition, that's what I did for my cardio. I trained with a trainer to box. So do that. You want to talk about getting frustrations out? Get that punching bag and punch it, right? One of you guys can hold the bag while the other one punches and back. So highly recommend that. The other one, battle ropes. These, right? Great work for the upper body, and it's fun to switch off. So we've done those too. It's really great, inexpensive way, versatile of ways to train with each other, right? And building in a different way of fitness. So it's the ultimate cardiovascular. It's all about that arm and to build up, but and that great strength and circuit training. So really recommend that. So something that's not our fan, or we're not a fan of, but we do, is work the abs together. So core muscles, right? Our core, which is really important for our posture and mobility as we grow older together and building stronger abs together. So make sure you're doing that, doing certain exercises, whether you're standing or sitting, to keep you motivated and burn through that push. So this is another one that's new to, like, it's not new, but people have been doing it, is that TRX training. So that's different stations and different ways to move. And those are usually classes. And, you know, it's just a great way for couples to do, because usually you have stations. My favorite, another one, skating. So not ice skating, but roller skating. So love to roller skate. I have my own skates. I used to skate all the time as a kid, even as an adult. So burn some calories, or you can always get your rollerblades out and go around the lakes. We still got a good 2 months where you can still get out there and do that. So that's a great way, whether one's biking and one's rollerblading. Highly recommend that. And the easiest thing, we went for a walk. Yesterday we did close to 3 miles. Did a 3-mile walk in that brutal humidity. But what a great sweat, what a great way to get your lungs back up, because you definitely have to learn how to breathe through that. But you can, pick up the pace or, slow down the pace, but great to talk about things. And I say that because when you're walking and talking, you can't be on your phone. You got to engage with the person. And it's a great way for you and your husband or wife to have a great, tangible conversation that you can talk about everything that's happening in your life. So I gave you lots of ideas to get moving with your spouse, to get moving with your significant other as we go into this fall season. So you're like, what am I going to do, Shay? What are we going to do? We got to get moving. This is it. Get moving, take those ideas, implement them into your everyday life, and I know you're going to feel great just like Chris and I do. I hope that was helpful. I hope you're having a great end of the summer, and we can't wait to see you next week and talk about some other new things. So as always, inhale the positive, exhale the negative. This is Coach Shay with Fitness Revolution. See you soon.
Check back next week for more on living your healthier lifestyle, and share previous episodes of Shay's podcast with your friends. Log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast-quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.
I'm Brandon Jones, host of the Teen Mental Health podcast, It Is Not Your Fault.
And I'm Lambert Fisher, family therapist and host of the Diversity Dude podcast.
We're not always going to be all right, and that's what makes us human. Often, when we're in pain or even thinking of suicide, we may not want others to know, but you'll feel better if you talk to someone, and you can do that safely and anonymously.
We can recognize when loved ones are not okay. They bottle up, they isolate, they're angry.
That's why we want you to know about 988, Minnesota Lifeline, for someone you're worried about or even yourself.
Anyone with an emotional or mental health related need can call, chat, or text 988 for free, confidential support. You can connect with 988 to discuss difficulty with money, relationships, anxiety, your job, concerns about drug or alcohol use, grief support, figuring out your identity, and more.
You don't even have to identify yourself or the person you're calling about. and no insurance is needed.
988 is available 24/7 year-round and can interpret in more than 200 languages.
So take a brave step. Call or text 988.
Or chat at 988lifeline.org. You don't have to do this alone.
If you live in an older home, it may contain lead-based paint on walls, woodwork, and windows. Even more bad news, lead exposure can be dangerous to young children and impact their brain development. And now, the good news. Hennepin County will fix lead hazards in your home at no cost to you.
We were worried because of the paint in the windows in the bedroom. They were peeling and chipping, and we know that when paint peels and chips and it looks a certain way, that's possibly lead. We were worried for our children more so than anything.
Eligible homes can qualify for up to $15,000 in upgrades. You may even qualify for new energy-efficient windows. Don't worry, Hennepin County has a trusted list of pre-approved contractors. You won't even have to find companies with correct licenses or certifications.
I've just done a test and it's positive. So we know that this is lead-based paint, and then we know it's a hazard because it's creating dust every time this window moves and opens. And if you look in here, that's just full of lead paint chips.
You won't have to stay with your cousin while you're getting the lead out. Hennepin County even pays for you and your family to stay in a hotel while the work is underway. The last good news is how easy it is to apply. Just go to hennepin.us/lead control to get started.
I'm really happy with the program. We can go to bed knowing that our children are safe.
That's hennepin.us/lead control. Tell your friends about it.